everyone. Peace, peace, peace. We are now live. Back with another episode. Episode three.
Episode 3.
Episode three already is here. What's up? What's up,
What's going on,
YouTube?
everybody?
Peace, 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 peace to everyone out there in YouTube land. What's going on? Hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a good day, enjoyed themselves today. I hope everything's going well. Me and Ski back again. Me and Ski Ball back again with another episode. We got three topics for y'all tonight. And the first topic we're going to talk about is this little fake woke.
Mm-hmm.
Little fake woke that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to just start out.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic, not the pandemic. But yeah, we're going to talk about the little fake woke. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here, this knowledge is real popular right now. And, I know y'all heard me say this before, but when I've been into this knowledge for like 25, damn near 30 years now. You know what I'm saying? So this is this part of my DNA. But it's a lot of people coming into this shit. It's popular. They see the glitz and the glam. And they see some people getting the bag and they want to so-called get the bag. Yeah. And or they want to get notoriety. Because they didn't get no more notoriety in school or wherever they came from, they wasn't getting notoriety.
It's like some kind of fashion trend that they want to hop on to seem like it's literally become like an aesthetic.
Yeah.
To be woke.
Yeah. It is. So
it's crazy work.
Yeah.
It's crazy work. It's a real, I feel like it's a mental illness almost because you've been hearing this kind of information your whole lives, right? You either choose to accept it or you choose to deny it. A lot of people go throughout their whole lives trying to deny the truth that's right in front of their eyes, right? But then you have these other people, these clowns that go and put on this mask that they're woke or they're aware or they understand what's going on. They can see through the lies, but it's really all, it's an act.
Yeah.
To try to fit into a crowd with it's not a crowd to be fit into.
It's a way of life.
It's a way, exactly.
It's a way of life. There's a lot of people, this and a lot of people what be tripping me out. Everybody peace God and peace queen and peace king and this shit ain't in their heart. And it just sounds cool.
Some of the grimiest.
Yeah, they be some of the grimiest people you ever want to meet. It's not in their heart. They have no respect for women. They have no respect for women.
Respect for themselves at the end of the day.
So, people got the right. People gonna be with who they be with. People fall in love with who they fall in love with. But some of us, man, we go get these women that not even the white boys don't even want them. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about nobody who you love and care about who you care about, but God leave. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of us, man, we just be going to the gutters and getting these women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's like a self-esteem thing or if it's, I don't know. I don't know. Because even I'm going to go ahead and say a lot of these fake woke people go and get themselves these very out of shape Caucasian women that don't look worth shit. No disrespect to who your heart was or whatever.
Right. Yeah, because we ain't on here to bash nobody.
You're right. We're not here to bash anybody, but you talk about yourself to this regard, this high status of self-esteem and status, right? But then we're looking to see who you surround yourself with. Right. And it may not even be your significant other. It could literally just be the people you kick it with.
Right.
What I forgot what the word is, the intolerables or something like that, the deplorables. You go surround yourself with people who are not operating in a godly behavior. So then you go around calling people peace God, peace this, peace that, but you're not operating like that in your day-to-day life. It's one thing to cross paths with people who aren't representing what you represent. It's another thing to stay there and kick it with them. and let them contaminate your energy or whatever it is you so-called claim to be pushing.
Right.
You know, so
right.
I mean,
so be careful, y'all. That's the reason of this video. I'm just telling y'all to be careful. And if you got somebody like that around you, or if you think you might have somebody like that around you, ask questions, because I'm gonna tell you what I didn't do. I didn't ask questions. I just jump right on in. You know what I'm saying? But then when they came around me, then that's when I peeped it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to ask certain questions, there's certain things that popped up, but I just let it slide.
Because we naturally give people the benefit of the doubt.
I kept giving them the benefit of the doubt, but then
we don't want to assume
the
worst or the negative in people.
Yeah.
We always look for the positives in the person first. Which is why when the negatives come out, we react like, what the hell?
Hell yeah, what the hell? Like what the hell? I was
wasted all this time.
All this energy,
all this conversation was pointless and meaningless. You know, so gotta be careful who you surround yourself with.
Ask questions. Pay attention. Because, like I said, they got the verbiage. They got the T-shirts.
Yeah.
They got it all down. Peace King. They got all that. So you got to get past the surface with them. And so that. And so the experience I had was especially for me, because I got to know before you come to my house. I got to get past the surface.
Yeah.
No more of that shit. Sure. You ain't getting to that shit ain't ever happening again.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So I learned this people are tripping, and to be honest, this community, this spiritual community, is the most nicest, most peaceful community on the planet.
Yeah.
We don't cause no violence to nobody. We don't go around start stuff. But see, when people come around us, they take our niceness for weakness. They think we dumb. They think they run all over us, but they don't know. No, nigga, that's just how we roll. Because we think you got the kind of heart like we got. Yep. But your heart is contaminated. Yep. Once I saw the contamination, you get your ass away from me.
You can't hide that contamination. No. The real one's going to see. We're going to see.
Real recognize real, y'all. Recognize real. So if you got somebody around you like that, ask them questions and go to their house and visit them. See how they treat their woman.
Right.
See how they talk to their woman. You'll see it. They can't hide it. They could fake this and fake that, but the truth gonna come out, y'all. So this fake woke thing is getting out of control. Like Ski said, it's becoming a pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
So we got to do something about it. That's why we talking about it. So,
and it's spreading. It's not just in the inner circles too. Media is playing a big part of this shit.
Yeah.
Social media has turned wokeness into a fashion.
Yeah, into a Yep.
It's a whole fad. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, fad. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this too. They're using people that are locked up, giving them deals to come out to spread a certain narrative, to come on YouTube and set a certain narrative. So be careful these people that come before you were to come out of nowhere and they got damn near 1 million followers, 500,000 followers. They come out of nowhere, ain't got no background, and you wonder where they come from. They might have been sent by the powers that were to get put in that position to lead people astray. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's a lot of people out here that's coming with this fake woke stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
And Jared Hooks, peace, God, peace, good. Jared Hooks in the house. Yeah, peace, God. But yeah, it's a lot of folks coming out here with this fake woke, and you just got to be in tune with it, man. And my thing is, I want to help people look out for that. You know what I'm saying? So ask questions, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say on the Ski?
Avoid the pandemic. Don't get caught in the sickness of fake woke.
Yeah.
If you really with it, be with it.
Be with it. Yeah. Let it
be wishy-washy here at one point.
Yeah. If it ain't in your heart, then get on somewhere. Yeah. Peace, God. But yeah, what was the second topic we was gonna talk about?
We was gonna talk about being invisible to negativity.
Yeah, being invisible to negativity is the next topic we want to talk about, y'all. That's one of my mantras I got now. Every morning when I get up, I do my meditation stuff. I say I'm invisible to all negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, when they experience something they don't like, or particularly experience something that's not pleasing to them, sometimes some people tend to go down a spiral. They tend to go in deep into negativity. They don't know how to get out of it and turn negativity into positivity.
I feel like that's all learned reactions though. Because like we were talking about earlier, what if you never taught anybody about negativity now? What if you never let them know that this is what is negative and this is positive? What if you just introduce instances and experiences to them as just that? It's an experience. Some people go through it, some people don't.
Right.
You just happen to go through
it. Right.
And that's
it. And that's it.
You know, what kind of life do they lead now that negativity doesn't exist?
Right.
I mean, if you take away positivity too, I mean, the same thing. Because without one, there's no other.
There's no other.
There's no other.
Right.
You know, so. Right. But then again, those are all concepts and ideas that we were been raised or molded by society
or by our
parents to view as negative or positive. When in actual, it's just an experience.
Yeah, but me personally, I've seen people spiral into depression.
Yeah,
behind a situation, and there's no situation worth spiraling into depression because everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, whether it's good or whether it's positive, whether it's positive or whether it's negative, it all happens for a reason. But I think the key is, personally, I think the key to it is how you respond. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
You know,
if you choose how you react to something, it no longer has power over you. Like there was the story about Shaka Zulu, right? They used to whoop him when he was a kid because he used to get in trouble. He used to fight, do all different types of stuff as a child. This is the story. One day he just stopped crying, and they asked why he wouldn't cry anymore when he used to get whooped, and he said because it gives them power over me and my emotions. So he didn't cry from that day on. He cried when his mother passed. But other than that, he wouldn't cry. And I remember reading that as a kid and was like, sheesh, I wish I could not cry or get no little homie out here just thugging it. Thugging it, you know. You know, but it made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. And you used to tell me a lot as when I was growing up too, stop letting people have control over your emotions. You know, and the closer the people are to you, or the closer you, or the more emotion you give an experience or a person, the more they're able to harm you if you give them that emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another thing I would say as well. Be careful the amount of energy or emotion you put into something or someone. Yeah, because you mess around, you be setting yourself up for
downfall. Yeah. And two, like really, I've been getting into myself more. You know, just learning more about myself. I unsubscribed to everybody's channel I was subscribed to. It's all about me now. So what happened? Just kind of made me take a whole new outlook on things. So I'm glad it happened. I'm not mad about nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of lets you examine yourself.
Yeah, man, examine myself a little more. What is it about me that drew that to me? You see what I'm saying? So I have to put some accountability in that myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I had to play a part in that too. So now, man, like I said, I cut off all distractions. I'm into myself more. I'm into my studies more. I'm reading. I'm doing my magic. I made my little disc over there. I made my shield over there. I got my magic rod up, man. I've been doing all kind of shit, bro.
And that's how I've been like that with my music for a minute. I really only listen to myself. If I'm not listening to myself, I'm listening to old school R&B or funk, soul, something like that. You won't really catch me listening to anything from today's era. They have some good songs. You might hear me play one or two. But other than that, it's just me. I listen to myself. I went to buy me a Bluetooth to connect the car speaker to my phone. And I just got the guitar. Got the guitar the other day.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going great.
Is it?
Until I get an amp cord, they're going to see me outside. Yes.
Be outside
just be outside with it all day.
That's what's up.
But you know, you got to be full of yourself at some point, not to the point where you let your ego drink.
Right.
But it's a good thing to be full of yourself.
Yes, it is. But not to where it explodes your ego.
Right.
Maybe it swells your heart.
Right.
It's better if it swells your heart, where your heart is
give you pride rather than ego.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to to blend over that pride, leading into just being egotistical. But the more you learn yourself, you'll realize that balance for sure.
Yeah. So I really think a good takeaway from excuse me, y'all. I think a good takeaway from experiencing something that you may not enjoy or like at the time is just kind of just observe it. You know, before you give it any kind of emotional response, just kind of observe and ask yourself, why did this happen? Because it might have needed to happen, even though you might not have liked to experience it. It may be the best thing that happened to you.
Yeah.
But at the time, it don't feel like the best thing because it's something so-called that we don't enjoy or it's not too happy for us at the time.
People react with emotion rather than logic. That's the thing. People need to start thinking more logically in terms of their experiences rather than emotionally. There was another podcast that I was watching. I cannot recall the name of it. It was a while ago. And they were talking about relationships, and the guy was saying his mom told him growing up that women are meant to be experienced, not understood.
Wow.
And when I heard that, I was like,
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
If you start now looking at experiences in that relationship as just that, experiences, rather than you need to understand why she did this and why she did that. If you start looking at it for just the experience, you're going to be a lot less, upset. You can't really be upset about things that this just happened.
Right.
So experiences, just take experiences for experience. I'm saying experiences a lot, but shit, it's an experience.
It's an experience.
Experience today.
That's what we're here for, the experience. We are gods having a human experience.
That's it. So
you know what I'm saying?
Just have it.
Yeah, have it. No, ain't no need to be mad about everything. And like I could say this last episode, I did allow myself to get mad a little bit, angry a little bit, because I was mad at myself because I allowed it to come to my house. So I usually don't let people get that close. You see what I'm saying? So it was something, so that's what really, but still everything happened for a reason. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I am where I am. I'm glad everything is where it is. So I really understand now that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes you got to go through a negative experience to get to the positiveness you need to get to in your own life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that needs to happen.
Sometimes, if you may miss it, but someone else may catch it. Because I know exactly what you're speaking about. And the moment I saw it, I already knew off the rip. Yeah, no. So
Kenty saw it too, because Kenty didn't even come outside.
Yeah.
And see, Kenty's a seer. One thing I know about my daughter, she's like an oracle, but she's so young, she don't even understand it.
Right.
She looked out the window and seen them and didn't even come outside. They didn't even see her, bro. They didn't even see her. You know what, Kitty? She looked outside and saw. She went on, know what she picked up.
She will not.
Yeah, but she ain't rocking with it. And then not only that, Issy.
Oh yeah, Issy.
She was like her response. I let her meet the person. Her response was she went off. I ain't never seen her like that.
Judge of character. She don't met a few people.
Man,
they don't react like that all the time.
Yeah, so I'm just want to say, y'all, be careful who y'all let around in your space, man. Be real careful, y'all, because people out here ain't who they say they are. They not who they say they are. And the movie Sinners gave us a real good look at what happens when you start letting people into your home that really don't really care about you and ain't got no love for you, especially, for your loved ones like you do. They, you know what I'm saying? They got other agendas, you know what I'm saying? So, if you got somebody around you like that, and you think you might have somebody around you like that, y'all, question them. Go to their house, visit them. You know what I'm saying? See how they talk to their woman. See how they talk to their children. See them, because it's easy to front.
Yeah.
I'm learning this because I thought nobody could fool me. I'm gonna tell y'all, be honest. I didn't think. I thought I should shit. Once it got to allowed to get to my home, that let me know I had to shut shit down. Certain things, shit I had to reevaluate for myself, in me, about me. Not ever gonna say I'm perfect. I know it all, everything. One thing I know I ain't fake woke.
Ain't folk.
I ain't folk.
Ain't folk.
I ain't that folk.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's real over here. I've been doing this way too long.
We dodged the pandemic.
Yeah, I've been doing this way too long. So And then what was the last topic? Do you remember?
The art of knowing.
The art of knowing thyself.
Knowing thyself, yes.
The art of knowing thyself.
Sure, the art of knowing too. There's knowledge in knowing, right? Just belief.
Yeah, yeah. Because we just left out of the belief. Well, like we just left out of the age of Pisces, going into the age of Aquarius. The age of Pisces was the age of belief. Mm-hmm. Now we're in the age of Aquarius. The way age of Aquarius is about knowing. Like, and you know that knowing is more powerful than belief, because imagine you put your keys somewhere and all of a sudden your keys after you said, damn, I know I just put my keys right there. What happened to you? You know what I'm saying? But if you say you would believe I put my keys, you don't know where
you're gonna be uncertain.
Yeah, uncertain like a mug. Belief spells doubt.
Yeah.
Belief infers doubt.
Right.
But knowing is like, I know some shit. I know I put my keys on that damn table. I know it. Somebody took my keys. I know it because I know I put them right there. So knowing gives you a little more confidence and a little more room to step out with your confidence. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to hide nothing. You know what I mean?
I was about to ask something about like fabricated evidence and people saying that they know something is true, but they have fabricated evidence, rather than someone saying they believe in something but having zero evidence. You know, because I feel like that's the case in today. I'll break it down a bit further to make it make sense. Right. So you have these religious constructs, right? Man-made religious constructs, which are simply there to give people a way of living, right? There's little to no evidence that some of these characters in these stories ever even existed, right? But you have people that say that they believe in it. Now take evidence that's been fabricated. Let's take translated text from the Egyptian tombs, right? Or the pyramids, but it's fabricated. Wrong translations, which they did a lot in the past.
Yeah, to throw us off.
Right, exactly. So now you have this information meant to throw people off, and you have people saying that they know that that's real. Which would you say is worse? Saying that you know something is real based off false evidence, or believing in something with little to no evidence?
Wow, that's a hell of a juxtaposition.
Because then you have the third, you know, and you have evidence.
Yes,
you have factual evidence
to back it up.
And then you also have that fourth section. You don't quite know, but you believe, and you have that same evidence in front of you, but you just won't accept it fully.
Right.
You still believe. You don't know. So you got these four things. Which is worse? Of course, I would believe, not believe. I know knowing with evidence will always be better than the other.
Than the belief. Yeah.
It will always be better than either one of those beliefs. But then you have knowing with false evidence. Where does that land on that?
Wow. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I know. It's. I mean, it's a paradox. Like it's like you know what I mean. It's like a catch-22.
Yeah. But that's how a lot of people in this world are walking around living right now. They're in one of those four categories.
Yeah, and so too. Yeah, but knowing in a way it gives you, like, in the ancient world, I come to realize that the priesthood, the ancient priesthoods, like first of all, say the priesthood of Osiris. There was priesthoods prior to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But what would happen once one priesthood came to power? The prior priesthood will become evil. For instance, now Set was before Osiris. Set was the first representative of Sirius, because he's the oldest god known to man. It's Set, Soot, right? His priesthood or pantheon, which was Typhonian, Draconian priesthood. But then when that priesthood gets overrun by Osiris, now it's Osiris, and Cyrus means Sirius in Greek. So he's representing Sirius now, because his priesthood, but now Set is the devil. And it's just evil because they overtook it. So that's what they did. Once you overthrow a prior dynasty, then they shit becomes evil.
It reminds me of Assassin's Creed a little bit.
Yeah, that's a kind of messed up thing in history. Now the prior one they took over, they shit become the devil, and then your shit reigning supreme now because you in power. You see what I'm saying?
There were a few, and I can't really place names right now, but there were a few old pantheons where the prior ones were included into it, but expanded on. They just became literally listed as like older gods within that mythology or that pantheon. They became elder gods, or even pushed into the category of titans before gods. You see what I'm saying?
And then erasing the Great Mother. She also cutting her out because see, Soot's mother was the Great Mother because she gave birth through her south gate in the southern hemisphere, which is her vagina, which is the southern gate. And she gave birth to her son Sirius, which is the brightest star in the heavens. Right?
Right.
So the sun that we see here is really, now when you get out there, you don't see nothing but blackness. Yeah. All you see is Sirius. So what you see is a hologram of Sirius. So it's like you know what I'm saying? That sun is not really out there. It's a hologram. The heat we were getting is from Sirius. It's like the relationship of a father to a son. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how they say this is an illusion. This is not really real. Because remember, this world is built off prior worlds.
Right.
And then there's prior worlds to come that exist inside of us. So that's the whole thing about Osiris. When Osiris dies, whole thing about death and resurrection, you will, when you close your eyes, the whole thing is you will open them again. But you won't open them in no human body.
Right.
So that's the thing. So that's why when them Egyptian priests was built all them big monuments in Egypt and them temples and pyramids, it was a race against time. Because they were born
time once again.
Yeah, they were born with all this shit in their mind. They had to put this shit because they knew the shit was deteriorating, they were gonna go to sleep.
Yep.
So they was racing against time to build all these monuments and temples and record all this shit before they went to sleep, before all this shit shut down. The vibratory rate shut down and shit hard and everybody start forgetting who they were, you know what I'm saying? But then it would be a time come around and remembrance, which we're in now. You know what I'm saying? Where the spiritual world would start to begin to become more fluid and the physical would start to disappear. Because at one time the spirit was in control and the physical was disappeared. Right? And then as the physical started becoming the appearance, the physical started to disappear, and the more the physical come in, and now it's going to reverse.
It's going back to the
it's going So
kind of like I think it's called the rubber band effect or something like that. Where they say the universe is expanding at so whatever rate, and that at some point it'll collapse in on itself. And it's kind of like a star. You know that they say some of those stars out there, the light don't get to the earth for so many billions of years. Right. Yeah.
That star done died. And before the light even gets here,
exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
The stars that we see up there, it's nothing like that.
But guess what's burning in them stars? If we don't really understand, melanin, carbon, that's what's burning that light, giving it that bright light essence, that effervescence. Melanin, carbon, the very things that make it.
Giants.
Yeah.
They're called. Carbon giants.
And that's what we are, carbon beings. Black people, the people with don't have melanin are carbon-based beings. You see what I'm saying?
We might have to touch on that.
We might. That's a whole nother video right there.
That's good right there. We might have to touch on that.
Exactly.
Carbon-based beings.
We are carbon
beings.
Yes. They're carbon-based.
There's a huge difference when you look at the words and how it's phrased. Carbon-based and carbon beings, two completely different things.
And two, I've been studying the story of Cinderella. We are the people of Cinderella. Because when you break down the word Cinderella, cinder is some black shit in the fireplace. Cinder.
Right.
L is God. La is the divine feminine, the black god of the divine feminine, Cinderella.
And the original Cinderella story was black.
Yes.
Derived from Africa.
Yes. That's what I'm telling you. We are the race of the Cinderella people. As a race, as a group.
Right.
Not just one person.
Right.
As a group, we are the Cinderella people. The black goddess of the divine feminine. Yeah, they're telling you in the name. All you gotta do is do the research. Cinderella. Cinder's in a fireplace, a little black ash. It's called cinder. And then El is God and La is feminine, the divine feminine, the black goddess of the divine feminine. They gave us the truth in a lot of these fairy tales.
Yeah.
The story of Hansel and Gretel. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they see them, like I think their parents left them, and then they followed somebody took them into the woods.
Yeah, the witch had them in the house, and they had left breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and they followed the bread. But they say anytime you get left into the woods, it's like in the world, coming into the world. It symbolized coming into the world. So they speaking in symbols in these stories.
They love the woods and them fairy tales.
Yeah, but that represents the world, just coming into the world. And that's why a lot of children end up with a lot of trauma. But the trauma is not necessarily bad because, like I said, if you look at a battery, it has a negative side and a positive side. And that car ain't starting and left both of them sides is functioning properly.
Yep.
That battery's gonna be dead if they both function properly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, tonight's been a really good topic tonight. Really good live. I don't know how many people came on here. Jay Hooks was the only one that came in the chat. Did your boy show come on? What's his name? Because he didn't ask no questions.
He might have. He probably kidding with the kids.
Okay, he might have. Yeah, but he can always go and check out the recording. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, we gonna play this video from Bobby before we get off here. You know, I always throw a Bobby video on. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna throw this video on from Bobby. Excuse me, and let Bobby speak, and then we gonna talk about what Bobby talking about. So, you know what I'm saying?
The absence of knowledge, and people will perish from a lack of ignorance. And ignorant is the God set. And ignorance in Egypt is called evil. Because they said each day that you live, you should learn something. And the day that you didn't learn something was the day that you didn't live. And so they will have retribution on the ignorant people. So brothers, it's going to get bloody. And some of these brothers and sisters out here that's running around here, if they lined up with the society, and they're being ignorant, and they refuse to get down with what's right for them, what's the ancestors' things, and the ancient things other than their things, they're going to get slaved too. And then we understand that, hey, the white man, the 10% who's running this thing, because you got the 85, the 5%, they got some good stuff going. They got the 85, which is the deaf, dumb, and blind. You have the 5%, which is the knowers of knowledge, and you have the 10% of the people that's running this thing. I say that we have black people in the 10%. Even though if they had the knowledge, they probably wouldn't be there, but still yet, they are lined up with this government, and they are in the 10%. This big, fat, stink, fat-ass boule male that had the cops sent on his brothers and sisters. Now, he graduated from Morehouse. And Morehouse is your alma mater, your other mother, your home away from home. And the people that are at Morehouse and at Clark, Marsh Brown, and Spelman are direct linked with the people that have graduated. All is one. This is African. We are. I am because we are. We are because I am. This is the oneness. You got different individuals, but you got one hand, and this is the roots. And here's a man that sends the cops in on his own mother. He getting his ass whipped too. You best believe that, because he had the power to tell Elgin Bell, look, we can refrain. All I want to do is I got a vested interest in my white man stuff downtown. They tried to tear it up yesterday. Don't let them tear it up, and say, don't let them outside of Northside Drive, but don't go into the AU Center. And the next thing we know, he's down there. They're throwing canisters of tear gas in the rooms, not only at the students, these damn crackers, and these niggas are so arrogant, they threw doggone canisters in the classrooms when people were having class. Beating down the black woman. We can't say that black people gonna always got this thing. I'm saying that some of these niggas are the beasts too. They have gone beyond that level. You see, the beast comes from the nature of barbarism out of caves and hills of Europe. We went through our on barbarism in slavery. And some of our people have slipped to the level of the beast. And our diets and what we do and what we eat, our spirituality is not active. And because we sit down and we side the beast, we are nothing but the beast. So these brothers and sisters are selling us out now. I've always said I hated Uncle Tom. I can't stand Uncle Tom. But somehow we put them in the group. You know, there was a story out in Denmark, BC. Denmark Vesey was telling one of the slaves, and they had a town meeting, a little small private meeting. The slave tried to kill one of the Uncle Tom people, and he said, you shouldn't do that because he's still our brother. But yet the Uncle Tom brother later on found out where he was and went and killed one of our leaders. I'm saying that, hey, retribution is going to come to the haters of our mothers and our fathers. And if you got any part in this, Colin Powell, all these people, even big fat ass Oprah Winfrey. See, I talk about the goddess. And I respect the black woman. But here's a woman that refused to have black shows on it. And she had a white woman on, came on and dropped about two weeks ago. She came on and was talking all the stuff that black people been talking about for the last 5 years. But she was a white woman. You understand what I'm saying? But they said that she came and Whitney Houston had a concert. Whitney Houston had a concert. And they said at the concert, I think she does it every year for the projects in Chicago or something. Anyway,
New Jersey.
It was in New Jersey? Okay. Well, in New Jersey. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey was there. And she had a seat here. They said the Minister Farrakhan was a couple of seats down from her. And she came out and shook his hand and shook all the people's hands. But rather than to let them Jews see her sitting by Farrakhan, a couple of seats down from her, now doggone, you got to be bold on one thing. She went and stood up for damn near 2 hours on the concert because she didn't want to sit down. Now, some people say, well, you know, she got to. No, fuck that. She's one of the richest black women in the country. It's got to be a time when we can't talk out and say it's all about money. And we say, you don't wear them shoes. Look, ain't that much money in hell. You understand? I mean, we can't say this. If so, what if the cracker took her show? She got enough money that she can live 4 life terms and then give some other people some money so they can live 4 life terms. So we can't use that as an excuse about her market is white and all this bullshit. She has the power to do what the hell she wants because she got more money. She ain't like people just starting out. And I saw this with Montel Williams. At first when he started out, I said, I don't know, he's just another nigga straddling the fence. But he has more guts than her because in the last, since February, he's had all the black shows. He even had the shows on talking about AIDS being a conspiracy. Yeah. And they had one cracker on there. He had another show on there where one cracker came on talking about we're gonna lock up all people, black and white, who had AIDS in concentration camps. He was like, and they would say, he said, are you crazy? And so he was like, well, listen, let me tell you what the deal is. In Africa, in the year 2015, he said what? 46 million people, Africans, would have died from the AIDS virus. And another 70 million will be HIV positive. And we want to, and so we are concerned about this, and the whole, and the government is concerned about this whole thing too, and all. And the Montel Williams said, let me tell you something.
Okay. How I get back on the thing.
Click the top left.
Top left. Okay, there we go. We back. Yeah, Bobby went in on Oprah and everybody, boy. Bobby be going in. Bobby be going all on these sellout brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Bobby don't be playing. Bobby don't be playing at all.
What he said is right. You got a lot of these brothers and sisters out here that become the beast themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and a lot of them gatekeeping. A lot of them gatekeeping. A lot of them gatekeeping out here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, that was the end of our podcast for this week. You know, we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Remember, we here every Monday, 7:30. We try to be live by 7:30. If you got any topics you want us to discuss, put it in the description box. Leave it in the chat. You got any questions, put them in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We be more than happy to answer them. You know what I'm saying? We got Ski's age group, you know what I'm saying, in the 20s to the 30s, and I'm in the 50s to the 60s, and in between. If y'all got any topics y'all want us to discuss, put it in there. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. We'll discuss it. You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
You feel me? So yeah, y'all stay tuned in. Like I said, we here every Monday, live by 7:30. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 topics every night. We usually show a video. We might even have a video that we play, and then we discuss that. You never know how we gonna come, but yeah, y'all help us out. You know what I'm saying? The more
Send some questions in. We'd love to do a video where we just answering questions.
Yeah,
we'd love to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Love to do that.
And then discuss any videos y'all want us to run and discuss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, we willing to do it all. Like I said, we ain't playing with this thing. We here every Monday, 7:30, like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? Different topics, talking about it all. We going in. Check us out. I'm Michael Jordan, the Serious Alchemist.
Hey, Generals.
You know what I'm saying? We here every Monday. So check us out. We out. Peace. Check you out next week in the next video. Peace.